which I'm connecting now, and then it goes live. So there's this. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. I am your teacher, Robin Shaw. And today, like last couple weeks, I'll be answering questions, and then you guys, well, not then. You guys asked me some questions before the live stream, and I will answer those questions first. Anyway, let's take a look at who's here. Layla's here, Anna's here, Sleepwalker. That's about it. I didn't advertise this live stream. Carrie's here. Alyssa's here. Meghna, hello. And I'm doing well. Everything is okay here in Korea. The vaccine started. They started to give out the vaccine a few days ago. So I will probably get the vaccine in July. That's the schedule for me, July. Hello, Tika. Chatoth, Dwi. Okay. Everyone's coming. All right, I'm going to start off with the questions. Let's see. All right, so Layla asked questions as usual. That's pretty good. Let's get into this first question. All right, so she has a dialogue here. And I think a better way to write a dialogue is you're using these slashes. I think we should use maybe this kind of right bracket. Might be better to show a dialogue like that. All right, A says, did you hear what I just said? B says, uh-huh. And Layla's question, I don't know how to use uh-huh. So what do you think about my dialogue? Well, yeah, uh-huh. If you want to write that dialogue. Uh-huh is just a sound that means yes. So anywhere you want to write yes. Of course, that's very informal. You don't want to use uh-huh at a job interview. Do you want to work at our company? Uh-huh. No. So it's very informal of yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So that was an easy question. Thank you, Layla, for an easy start. Madi, hello. Gertrudis, I got the vaccine last Friday. Lucky you, Gertrudis. And Anna is scheduled to get the vaccine, and you want to use in June. When we only say the month, we should use the preposition in. Lopez, hello. From Haiti, hello. All right, well, let's move on to the next question. If you have any questions about uh-huh, let me know. All right, let's get rid of this one. Let's make it a little darker. Let's see, purplish. So Layla asks here, I'm the most person who asks you so many English questions among your other I need speaking practice. Among your other members. So I'm the most person who asks you so many English questions among your other members. And could you check my sentence? So Layla, she senses something's wrong with this sentence here, and yeah, it's not a perfect sentence. That's okay. You're trying, Layla, to make a sentence. Let's see if we can fix that. And you said the most person. We don't use the most person in English. So this part right here is definitely wrong. I'm the most person. And you can see Google Docs is already suggesting the correct way, and it'll be I'm the person. So that would be better. I'm the person who asks you so many English questions among your other members. Maybe I'll say all members. All right, so I'm the person who asks you so many English questions among all members. I'm the person who asks you right here. I'm going to change this to the most. All right, I'm the person who asks you the most. All right, I think you wanted to say the most person. No, I'm the person who asks you the most English questions among all members. Okay, so that's getting a little better. And Alyssa's asking some like, Aliska, that's your new name, Aliska. Aliska is asking. I can't speak today. I don't know why. These words. So these are just sounds in English, but they're common English sounds. The first one is So when would you say Maybe when you feel disgusted with something. And the second one, Aliska asked, is arr. So that might be kind of a a shout if you're in danger or something. Or a pirate might say it. I don't know. You know, every language has their sounds, and when we try to spell the sounds, we try our best to spell the sounds, but it doesn't always capture that sound. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Anyone in... Oh, Lolly's here. All right, let's see. Let's move on to the next question. I'll just bring that up. All right, so this question is more advice. It's not really an English question. It's asking about advice on how to do something. Let's change the color. So it asks, could you please guide me to the right way to do dictation by myself? Well, dictation is very easy. So my suggestion, one, choose a video that is less than 1 minute long. So, or it could be an audio file too. I chose video because that could be more interesting if you're watching a movie, TV show, or just a YouTube video. So just try to get a 1 minute of video, or just an audio file if there's lots of audio files on the internet, but you don't want something too big, right? Next, make sure there is a script for that video or audio file. Now, the script can be just a caption, subtitles, or an actual script, but there should be a script for it. So if you choose a YouTube video, a lot of YouTubers put in subtitles or captions. I know YouTube automatically adds subtitles and captions, but those are not very good. You should have real subtitles or captions or a script. All right, so don't look at the script. First, Don't look at the script. I'm going to put that as a step. Don't look at the script. Just make sure you have it. And listen to the sample video or audio file and write down every word that you hear. And I didn't spell audio correctly. Let's fix that. And then let's say listen at least 3 times. Now there'll be some words you got to listen maybe 5, 10, 20 times. You just can't get the word. Keep at it, but try to fill in the script as much as you can, and then check the script. So dictation's great for listening. I don't usually, some students like it, some students don't, and students that like it, they help their listening very well. I give them a video less than a minute long. I make sure there's a script. Don't look at the script yet. Just make sure you got a script, and watch and listen and write down every word you hear, and then after check the script. Alyssa, what about and means a delay in your thinking. What is the problem with your speaking, Raman? I don't know. Motion, hello. Hey, Sherry. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Oh, this was an interesting one. So let's fix up her dialogue here. This is, we don't want BB. All right. So person A says, do you have an extra heart by any chance? Because mine was stolen. And person B says, that's so cheesy. And Layla says, can you explain this dialogue, please? Well, it's a very advanced dialogue. You got to know a few things. First, you have to know the expression. For example, she or he stole my heart. Not stole. Not stoled. Stole. My spelling is terrible. She stole my heart. So what does that mean when someone steals your heart? I know you guys have a lot of experience with your heart being stolen. What does that mean when someone steals your heart? Hey, for Anna, do we have to choose video audio from native speakers or any English speakers also will do? Well, hey, for Anna, I recommend native speakers, but yeah, not if you think, if you would enjoy another, you always want to choose stuff that you enjoy. So if there's someone who's not a native speaker, but you enjoy what they're saying, use it. And Layla, what if I wrote new words in wrong spelling? Is it okay? Yes, Layla, the dictation is not really a spelling lesson. It's a listening lesson. So the focus is not on spelling. After you check the script, then you can see the spelling. Gertrudis, I am falling in love with her when I love someone so much. All right, she stole my heart. So she made me love her, made me fall in love with her. So we have the expression, someone steals your heart. That means you love them. Yeah, you guys are experts. I can see that. So person A here is making a joke. Do you have an extra heart? By any chance, because mine was stolen. So, stole my heart. If we just read the sentence exactly how it's written, she stole my heart. And we think of that in a physical way, that she put her hand into my body and stole my heart. Now, that's not actually happening. It's not a physical thing. But up here, he's acting like it's a physical thing, that some girl actually took his heart and ran away. She stole it, the physical heart. So do you have an extra heart? So he has no heart right now. Do you have an extra heart because mine was stolen? And person B responds that. So cheesy. So cheesy, let's go to the dictionary, good old Oxford. And I'm just going to throw up here. Let's get rid of this. Let's put in cheesy. This is what cheesy means. So cheesy, it's not talking about cheese. Cheesy. Now, right away, you see informal. This is informal. This is just for speaking with your friends, something like that. And it means not very good or original and without style, in a way that is embarrassing but funny. All right, so that means that his joke is kind of stupid. It's not a very good joke. Do you have an extra heart? Mine was stolen. All right, so person B, recognize that's a joke, but it's not a very good joke. Not very good, not original. Maybe that joke has been used many, many times. So that joke is not his joke. And it's kind of a, when you hear that joke, your reaction is not ha 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 funny. Your reaction is, ugh. All right, so that's kind of cheesy. All right, so I think that answers. And Carrie says chessy. Well, cheesy is something cringe, close to cringe. Hey, Jonathan. All right, let's move on. I think this is Sleepwalker's question. Sleepwalker, you always have the same style of questions. Synonyms. All right, I have a question about adjectives. Gorgeous, splendid, magnificent, marvelous. From my point of view, have a very close meaning, yes. Which of them can we apply when describing a person, which not? Okay. So yeah, they're all very similar. To a person, well, certainly gorgeous, very beautiful, splendid. He is splendid. I think all of them can be applied to a person, but do we usually apply splendid to a person? I would say, I'm not an expert on every situation in the English language, but again, I think we can use it for a person, but for splendid, maybe we use it more for other things than people. Magnificent. Magnificent also could be used for a person, but again, might be used for other things more commonly. And marvelous, definitely that's used to describe people. So I know you want the clear rules. Everyone always wants the clear, easy to understand rules of vocabulary usage in English, and Sleepwalker, there's no. All of these words you need to read and listen more to gain a sense of when to use them. All I can say is all of them can be used to describe people, and all of them can be used to describe a situation or an activity or something. But yes, some gorgeous, generally we might use that more to describe people, but we can say, oh, it's a gorgeous sunset, something like that, not a person. And these ones maybe not so much for people, and marvelous people and whatever. I know that's not really a clear answer, Sleepwalker, but it's up to you just to see these words and read them in books, read them in articles, hear them, and you will develop a stronger sense of when to use them. All right, I think this was also by Sleepwalker. Is there a word in English that means a person we know but not a close friend? I found only acquaintance. Well, that is the word we use. So that's the word you want, acquaintance. I know it's a big word, but that is the common word. And let's just get the Oxford definition up here. And it clearly says, well, it's a countable noun. A person that you know but who is not a close friend. So maybe that matches your question exactly. That's an acquaintance. Acquaintance. Person you know but they're not a friend. They're not a friend. They're not family. Just a person you know. But usually there's no kind of relationship there. All right, those were the questions before the live stream. I'm going to check in the live stream now if you guys had any English questions. And let's see, what kind of, you guys can ask questions now. We call it as a pickup line, yeah. Hey, Franna, you've heard that pickup line. All right, Magna asks, could you please tell me which of the following sentences is correct? Well, let's take a look at the sentences. Why don't you take a rest? Why don't you take rest? Well, this one is correct. Let's make it blue. And this one is wrong. We cannot say take rest. And I'm going to offer another sentence we could use, which might be more common. I'm not sure, but just to say, why don't you rest? Okay. So why don't you take a rest? Similar to take a break. Why don't you take a break, a rest? Why don't you take rest? No, this is wrong, so gone. Why don't you rest? Why don't you rest? That could be. So these two are okay. Hey, Fran, a splendid job. Yep. Gorgeous only for women? Yeah, I would. I don't think we say, you can say he's a gorgeous man, but usually I typed in gorgeous man in Google Images, and you can see, yeah, if they're very, very, very attractive person, men and women, usually women, but certainly men can be gorgeous too. And Alyssa, what do you got? Alyssa has a question. Do for me and to me mean the same when stating an opinion. To for me, I don't like it. Oh, to me, I think for me. For me is to me. For me, let me think about it. You didn't really give opinions, Alyssa. To me, you are a great person. For me, I'm going to need some Google help here. I looked at smarter comments. You know, sometimes you can use them both. You can use them both. But not every case. This is a tough one. Jeez, this is a tough one. Even the internet people cannot agree. I'm going to give a quick answer. You can use them both, but you would have to bring me specific sentences, examples, and they both might work and they might not work. I would have to see. I would have to check. All right. Win asks. What does Win asks? What does Win ask? These days, I notice writing in mid-20s, mid-70s, and so on about age. Should I write in around 25? Well, in expressing age, I'll express my age. I am in my mid-40s. We can write it that way. I'm going to write it. I am around my mid-40s. I am 40-something. I am now we wouldn't use this. But I could say she is, or he, let's use he. He is around, talking about another person. I don't know their age. He is in his mid-40s. He is around his mid-40s. All of those are okay. He is 40 something. Okay, so all of these are perfectly fine. And which one is more common? I'm not going to give I think they're all perfectly fine, equally common. Vishuddha. Hello. I would like green tea. I would like to have green tea. Are these sentences giving something that... Yeah, you both. I would like green tea, or I'd like some green tea. How about let's put a sum there. I would like, if we're speaking, let's use a contraction. I'd like some green tea, please. Let's add a please. I would like to have... Let's put another sum there. It's better with some green tea, please. So yeah, they mean the same thing. All right, Layla is going to her previous question. Is it different if I say, I am the person who asks you, I am the only person who asks you? Okay, I see what you mean. I am the person who asks. This is a little more complicated for very special situations, and I'm not going to go into that, Layla. That's a little too complicated for right now, but certainly this is probably better for you at your level. But the other one can mean the same. This can mean the same thing, but the situation is a little complicated. Magna is asking about mend your ways. Mend means fix. So if we look at mend, mend means to repair something that has been damaged or broken so that it can be used again. When you mend something, you fix it. So mend your ways means what you're doing in your life is maybe wrong. Maybe you're making the wrong decisions, or you have the wrong habits, and someone is giving you a life suggestion. Mend your ways. Fix your problems. Become a better person. Did someone say that to you, Magna? George, hello, sir. I don't have any English questions, but I want to thank you for your wonderful channel and thank you very much, George, for your comment. Welcome to the channel. Win. I couldn't understand the time phrase, up until then. Ugh. Please explain to me. Well, it's time. Time phrases. So we're dealing with time. So we need some events. I'll say I got married. We need an event in the past. I got married in 2017. There's an event. 2017, I got married. Up until then, I was single. So up until then, everything before that point in time. This is the point in time. So everything before So everything before, or every time before 2017, I was single. Up until 2017, I was single. After 2017, I was married. So up until then, maybe it's similar to before then. Before then. Magna, could you please tell me which of the following sentences is correct? Well, let's take a look. Her English is good. Her English is well. Okay, so it's going to be good. Let's put that in blue. And well is wrong. Now you need to say she speaks well, because well is going to be the adverb. You need their verb, speak, and now it's going to work well. So good, her English is good is a good adjective, and a good adverb would be well. This one. Her English is good. She speaks English well. Let's put that. Win. Is it an idiom? Ran out of gas. Ran out of. I don't think that's an idiom. Or if you run out of something, you use it up until nothing. Layla, Robin, I didn't pay attention to what you said about our questions in the section. What section? Are you going to answer them today? I've answered all the questions from before. Oh, Jonathan, hi, Magna. Number 2 is correct. Her English as well? Oh, no. Hey, Verana, how do we use tricenarian? I remember that you said we didn't use it to classify age range in writing. Well, I don't know tricenarian. I don't know that word. What's a tricenarian? Well, I'm going to say no. No, I don't know that word. Dewey, I sometimes saw an age example 40 years old. That's just I don't teach chatting language here. So this is not English. That would be some sort of chatting language, quick way to write 40 years old. So I don't teach this. You should write 40 years old. Win. I am really confused about this phrase. All right. The phrase is 1/10 of a second every month. Is it 1/10? Yes, 1/10. A tenth means 1/10. A third, 1/3. All right. Alyssa has to me, for me, burpee is the best. What is a burpee? Oh, Alyssa, couldn't you just give me a simple sentence. Now I gotta go check burpee. What's a burpee? Burpee? I don't know what a burpee is. Anyway, to me, burpee is the best cardio exercise. For me, burpee is the best cardio exercise. All right. So yeah, that might be a little different. I don't know what a burpee is, but that's enough. So the two, I know you can't see what I typed here, but I will explain it. I'm highlighting to me. To me, burpee is the best cardio exercise. That would be your general opinion about burpee, whatever that is. But that doesn't mean you do it. That means that's your opinion about it. Maybe other people do it. Maybe you do it. We don't know. It's just your overall general opinion about it. For me, I'm highlighting for me, burpee is the best cardio exercise. For me means, in this case, you're actually doing that exercise and it is the best cardio exercise for you. So to me, in this case, just a general opinion about that exercise. You may or may not be doing it, but the moment you said for me, you are definitely active in that exercise and it is helping you. It is the best cardio exercise. Nur Oktarita asks, sir, what's the difference? What's the difference between wake up and get up? They are the same. Just think of them as the same. Layla, give it try it. There is no give it try. This is not in English. I think you want to say give it a try. Now it makes sense. Try it. That means the same thing. Madi, I got married in 2017. Up until then, I was single. Do you mean me? Yes, I was talking about Madi's story. Magna. Let's see. What's Magna asking? Could you please tell which of the following sentences is correct? Well, let's get rid of this. Let's look at the sentences. Number 1, my phone is being charged. Number 2, my phone is charging now. And I have put my phone to charge. Well, number 3 is wrong. Number 1 and 2 are okay. Both of these are okay. You could put now in both of them, or you could take out now. Vishuddha, I sent a letter to my friend. I sent a letter for, no, we send to. Okay, well, we always send to someone. We always want to send to someone. You send a letter to. Diego, hello. Oh, Layla. You got too many questions, Layla. I'm off now. I'll call him later. I'm so busy right now, so I could do it later on. What's the difference if I say later on? Well, same. And win. That was my eureka moment. So, did you check the dictionary? Eureka Used to show pleasure at having found something, especially the answer to a problem. So when you find the answer to a problem, eureka. That means you found the answer to the problem. Oh, eureka. It's a very strange expression, I know, but that means you got the answer to the problem. Eureka. So that was my eureka moment. So that was the moment I found the answer to my problem. Where did you see that one? The works of Layla are amazing. Did I use work as a count? Yeah, that's fine. So the works of Layla are amazing. That is correct. So you're using the special usage of works. This works is usually uncountable, but when it's used to talk about art, we can make it countable works. So this is okay. Ugh, that's an ugly green. The works of Layla. So I would know art or literature. I would know that's, but I know you personally, so I know it's talking about art. Magna. Which of the following sentences? Okay, let's look at the sentences. My phone battery is low. Yeah, that's okay. My phone battery is about to drain. No, my phone battery is about to die. If you want to use drain, my phone battery is draining. We might want to use it in a continuous grammar. Uh-oh, yeah, use that correctly. Madi says something interesting. There's lots of new updating of English. Maybe you don't know some of them due to you become a little bit old, Robin. Well, there is no person, old or young, that knows all the English language, but I'm sure being old, I know more English language. I have, like if we used, here, how can I express this? If we used, we'll say basic English and new English. So basic English might mean the common and old words. I don't know how to express that. And new English might be slang. So for basic English, I would know more than a young person because I'm older. I've had more experience with teacher. But certainly they might know more slang, but slang doesn't last forever. I don't need to know the slang because today slang word in 5 years can be gone. 10 years it can be gone. Slang is, I'm sure a 20-year-old knows all the slang better than me, but that's not important English. That's not going to help anybody get a job. That's not going to help anyone write an essay. That's not going to help anyone immigrate. This is the stuff you need to know to accomplish, to be successful in life. And slang often disappears over time. So it's very difficult for slang to get into the dictionary. I can hear your voice in the distance. I can hear your voice from afar. That's the same. That's the same, Layla. And Alyssa, we agreed to no strings attached. Yeah, we agreed to. Yeah. Dewey asks a question. Let's change the color. We're going to Jakarta by bus. Yay or nay? Kids. All right. Yay or nay? Yay or yay? Yay. Maybe yay or nay. So yes, no. That means agree or disagree. Yay or nay is, I think that's a little bit more old English. You still might hear it. Yay or nay. Do you agree or disagree? It just means yes or no. Yay or nay. Yes or no. Hello, Robin. Salman here. Hello. Oh, okay. Tried to waltz with him. I would start out pretty well, but then I would get mixed up and stand on his toes again. I feel if I say I'd start out instead. Oh, Layla. Yeah, that's a contraction, Layla. You can use. It's your choice if you want to use a contraction or not. There is no rule for informal talking. Some people use contraction, some people don't. There's no better way. It's your preference. Magna. Could you please tell us what you mean by cast off the evil eye? I don't know what that means. Cast off the evil eye? Where did you see that? I don't think that's a common cast off the evil eye. You must have seen that in a book or a story. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know where you got that. You could have a couple meanings. I'm not sure. Sorry, Magna. Where did you get that? Hey, Frana. But when you read a novel, you will find a lot of slangs. Interesting. So when you read a novel, you will find a lot of slangs. Slang is usually uncountable. It will make me confused. Well, no. If you read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, that purposely tries to use slang and invent. So I really don't recommend Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Never. I never recommend that book for people learning English because it's just using silly slangs and. But most books don't use. They use common slang. They don't use new slang. When a writer writes a book, they really try not to use slang that's just not common and is going to disappear. So I would say, Anna, no, most books will have common slang that lasts generations. Not unless you're reading some really young people books. I'm not sure what you're reading, Anna, but I don't think slang would be too much of a problem. I would understand the slang in any book I read. And Gertrudis, sometimes slang is of local use. That's a good point, Gertrudis. Yes, British slang is different than American slang, and it's different than Australian slang. Now, sometimes it's the same, but I think each region, area uses a different slang, and I'm not going to bother learning it unless I am in that area. As a learner, I think we need to know new English because we face What is this new English? What new English? What new English? A to Z, Salmon. How do you do? I'm fine. Robin, 1B. Can you use it in reduction form? Therefore, we can pronounce it like native. Which word? Sorry. I answered so many questions. I don't know. What is it? Which word? I did a video on slang, so if you guys check my channel, I did a video on slang. It's a great video. Check it out. Oh, start and start out the same. A lot of verbs. I walked, look out, stuff like that. A lot of verbs use out after them. I looked for my mom. So I looked out for my mom. So a lot of English verbs might throw in out after them. Now there's I can't think of all of them right now, but you might see this when you're reading English. You see a verb and you see the out after it. That's going to be very similar to the main verb. Start out. Like tech, slang is important for me to enjoy watching TV shows. Urban Dictionary helps me whenever I see a new slang. You're not going to see... TV shows are not going to show you unusual slang. Urban Dictionary, yeah, if you're on Twitter or social media, you're going to see it. If you're on social media, you're going to read or you're going to see a lot of slang, new slang. But TV shows usually keep to general, everyone's going to understand. And yeah, you should never learn. You're doing it right. Don't sit and read a slang book. Never. Just learn it in context. Subhan Mustafayev. Hello. You're the best. Thank you. All right, Samira. Hello. Slang is just new words. Let's see if I can find my slang video. It's an older video. Let's see. Yep, I found it. I'll put the link. You guys can... So there you go, my old video here, slang. Different teacher. So share, copy link. All right, and then let's put it there. So there's the slang video. Talks everything about slang. Subhan Mustafayev, is this? I'm not sure what your question is. Madi, I read the word goat. I don't know that word. Where did you see that word? I don't know that word. Win asks, I often wake up in the wee hours. All right, the wee hours is early morning. So maybe like 4 a.m. If you wake up at 4 a.m., that might be the wee hours. Lela. I mean, if we read stories, it contains a lot of new English words and expressions that we don't find in the dictionary because that is speech. No. Where are you going to find new words? Comic books, maybe. Social media. This is usually where you might find something that's not in the dictionary. But if you read a story or a book, all of those words, 99.9% of those words will be in a dictionary. So you might find some new words in these, new slang or whatever, but you guys are acting like slang is a big problem for learning English. Yes, slang can be a problem, but if you're reading and listening to books and YouTube videos by people of a similar age as you, you should have no problem. If you're listening to some young person trying to be cool, they might use some slang, but I wouldn't recommend them as a learning tool anyways. But if you do encounter some slang that you don't know, just go to the Urban Dictionary and check it out there. But I go to the Urban Dictionary maybe once every 2 months. I don't encounter a lot of slang in my readings. All right, I'm going to finish up in the next few minutes, and I'm going to give an announcement later. Reduction and weak forms of these sentences. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? What do you do? Where are you from? Do you have a big family? Do you have a... All right, so in speech, native speaker always wants to say these sentences or these questions very fast, you know. So we're going to use linking, blending, and reduction. So some letters, some sounds you might not even hear. But anyway, how I would say these really fast is, how's it going? So how's it would be like one word. How's it going? I might say going. How's it going? I won't say going. I might say how's it going? Second one, what do you do? We don't say what do. It would be more of a what you do. No, what do you? Right here. This will be grouped together. It sound like one word. What do you do? What do you do? What do you? What do you? What do you do? Where are you from? The R is going to be reduced. Where are you from? Where are you from? Do you have a oh, this H will probably be silent. Do you have a big family? That's a whole lesson right there, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. Before and after. You guys are shocked by the video. All right. All right, we'll end here, and I will say I will be taking a break from live streams on Sundays. So I might not be here next Sunday, I don't know, but I might be taking a break Next Sunday, we will see. We will see. Or maybe Sherry will teach this time next Sunday. We will see. And Sania, sorry, Sania, I'm going to wrap up this, or I'm going to end this live stream. And take break, sleepover. Oh no, it's not fair. We'll see what happens next Sunday. But if I'm not here next Sunday, I'll just. I think I might do a random live stream during the week. I mean, Anna, I'm thinking of a new schedule for the live stream, and I want to test out random live streams. So I might be breaking away from the Sunday live stream. So I might be trying different days and times to see how it goes. I'm always on YouTube, and I might do a live stream on my main channel. That's scary. What? All right. Yeah, I know. Okay. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated.